Grant Adlam reporting from the Business Sense studios, and today we're sitting with Nikita from DRG. Now Nikita, you have got a brand new project you're working on. What is it all about? Fill us in.
Absolutely. I have created an HR guideline booklet for employees and employers, helping them understand labor law, the Labor Relations Act, their rights, because it is so difficult to actually read the entire basic conditions of employment and the Labor Relations Act and all the other employment laws that go with it. We've created a booklet that has concise information, articles, guidelines, procedures to help people understand, the processes in relation to this.
Okay, so I had a whole lot of questions and you answered them all. So, I'm just going to go back to the questions. Okay, so what are the benefits of the content to an employee and an employer?
The content is directed to both the employer and the employee. Employers need to understand various procedures that needs to be followed to avoid them getting into trouble with the CCMA and, Department of Labor. So this guides them and helps them understand, if they're missing a step in a process. For example, in retrenchment, there's various consultation meetings before you actually get to a final decision. And if you miss out on those meetings, it's very crucial. It's actually a breach of procedure. So it helps them, guide them through the processes. The booklet is contained with concise information, but further information can be retrieved from these employment laws in the Basic Conditions of Employment and the Labor Relations Act, the Employment Equity Act, Skills Development Act. There's so many when it relates to employment.
Okay, so to put it reverse side of it, I know you've answered it, but the intention of the book?
Because it's so lengthy to read all these acts and laws provided by the government, we've created the book that provides concise guidelines. To the employee itself, sometimes they don't understand their rights because we're just providing them with an employment contract where their terms and conditions are just 1 or 2 lines. And this guideline, this booklet actually goes into a little bit more detail to help them understand, for example, their working hours, overtime, Sunday pay, public holidays, and help them also understand, if it comes to that they have to go to a disciplinary hearing, they understand the details of what this involves.
So now, how do you, in the public, get a copy of this publication of the book?
The book, you can either email me and I will send you an email back with a copy of the book. Alternatively, there will be a link available and you'd be able to download the booklet.
I think it's an incredible book. You must have taken a while to put together, eh?
Yes, it has certainly taken me quite a while to compile the booklet. I needed to make sure there was accuracy in that. Employers can also use the content of this booklet to create their policy manual, because a lot of which is in that would, be company rules and regulations, and it's all there.
Nikita, it's fantastic you've done this, and there's no copyright on it, hey?
Absolutely not. Everything is taken, by what has already been in terms of the laws.
Yeah.
And just recreating it and making it more concise and easy to understand.
I've had a look at it. I've actually read it, and it's extremely compact and informative and everything that Nikita says. So do yourselves a favor, get a copy of it. Just go onto the DRG website, download it.
Sure.
Get hold of Nikita, whatever it might be. But it's definitely a must-do, a must-have in your office.
And there's no cost to it.
Yeah. So Nikita, thank you very, very much for joining me on Business Sense.
It's a pleasure.
And we'll see you next week.
Sure.
Next time around.